How did I use this poster to create this mockup? Today I'll be showing you guys how I use ChatGPT to create images to promote products. So before we move forward, it's important to clarify what is a product mockup. And once we search it up, you see that a product mockup is a visual representation of a product, either digital or physical, that showcases its design and features before it's finalized. It can help stakeholders visualize the product's appearance and potential functionality without creating a fully functional prototype, right? So in me creating this poster mockup, the goal was to, one, showcase the design of the poster itself, but also to show you what it would look like in your life. You know, what would it look like if you had this poster right now, it was yours and it was in your room already, because the goal is to simulate a sense of ownership, to stimulate more of an emotional connection to the product itself. I had already used ChatGPT to help me with a product description for this poster, and when it did that, it also gave me a list of the potential customers that would be interested in a product like this. So once I looked down the list, I saw that one of those people were, possibly college students that are living in dorms, who are sports fanatics. So I just kind of ran with that option to begin with. So I proceeded to submit the poster design to ChatGPT, and then this was the prompt that I used. I need help designing a quality poster mockup that will give customers a realistic idea as to how this poster can be used in their life and entices them to shop with us. Place this poster in the attached file on the back of the door that is in a college dorm. Make it evident that the dorm is occupied by a guy who is a basketball fanatic by placing a basketball close by. So when the results were generated, it seemed as if, everything was fine. It cooked up something pretty interesting. But then when you zoom in, that's when you see the problems. Bruh. You could see that ChatGPT replaced the faces with random faces, because I don't know who these brothers are, right? That's one. My logo is skewed, right? And then they even skewed some of the letters from the words and the text in the image. Right, so we're going to basically resubmit this prompt to generate some different results, some better results. So this time, this is the prompt that we used. Generate an image that shows the door of a guy's college dorm room. The point of view should be as if you were standing inside the room looking straight at the door. Place a mini basketball hoop at the top of the door so it's evident that this room is occupied by someone who is a basketball fanatic. And as you can see, the results that are generated are a lot better, because instead of me attaching my graphic to the prompt and allowing ChatGPT to manipulate my graphic, I just decided that, I'm just going to create the environment and I'm going to place the poster in the image myself. And I think that seemed to work out a lot better for me. But as we analyze this option that was presented to us, there's only one thing that's bothering me. And if you look at the left on the top shelf, it's kind of hard to make out what are we looking at there. Is that a box? Is that a logo on there? The white thing that we're looking at, is that something that you would use to pull out like a draw? There's some confusion there. So that means that, this has to be edited. This has to be updated and improved in some way. Now, submitting our third prompt, we said, generate a hyper-realistic image that shows the door of a guy's college dorm room. The point of view should be as if you were standing inside the room looking straight at the door. Place a mini basketball hoop at the top of the door so it's evident that this room is occupied by someone who's a basketball fanatic. And I think the key word here that I used was hyper-realistic. Typically when I'm generating images with AI, if I use the word hyper-realistic to generate a realistic image, typically it will give me something that is of higher quality, right? And as you can see now, it kind of spit the same image back to me. It just refined the result that it had gave me originally, because I guess it sensed that I was looking for the same thing. But this time, if you look at the top shelf on the left, you can see that the logo is clear now. It looks like they created like a Nike logo on this box. It looks like a Nike shoe box, which is pretty cool because, if this is someone who's a basketball fanatic, then they probably are into Nike, and Nike sneakers, things of that nature. Maybe they're a sneaker collector, who knows? But either way, we actually have a realistic environment now that looks very realistic and very relevant to someone who is living in a college dorm and they're a basketball fanatic, which is, one of the target audiences for this poster. Anytime I create images with AI, I always go and enhance the images because typically the resolution is not high enough. So I found this tool called Picsart. You can go on Google and search up the Picsart AI image enhancer, and you can upload your images there, and it will automatically enhance the images for you. It can actually do a better job if you have the premium version of the platform, but the free version is pretty good, pretty dope too. Then what I did is I opened up Canva, and once I opened up Canva, with the proper dimensions of the post that I'm looking to create, which is the typical Instagram 1080 by 1350 pixels. For those who don't know, every post on social media has their own measurements and dimensions so that you can make sure that you get the proper clarity, the proper quality of the image that you need once you're uploading. But what you're looking at right now, like this blue and green thing, this image, this thing that looks like a fake image, is like what you would call a grid on Canva. And a grid basically allows you to drag a photo and fill this space with that image, right? So that's what I pretty much did. I took the poster, the enhanced image of the poster that I got, and I uploaded it to Canva. I added it to this grid, and then once I added that image to the grid, then I took my actual poster, and I put the poster on top of that image that was generated in ChatGPT, to make it look like, the person who lives in this dorm room had pasted the poster on the back of their door. So now we have a full scene